I've done multiple videos on dirty talk, but people often ask me, Ryan, what exactly do I say to my partner in the bedroom? What do women actually love to hear? In this video, I'm going to share with you 20 dirty phrases that you can use with your partner to get them more aroused, to make sex better, and to hopefully bring them to some incredible orgasms. You can download these phrases and more in my Dirty Talk cheat sheet. This is a free guide that's going to help you become a master at dirty talk in the bedroom. To get access to that, simply go to passionately.com/dirty talk or click the link in the description down below. Now, when you're delivering these phrases, I want you to think about delivering them with confidence. How you say something is just as important, if not more important, than what you actually say. I'll give some examples of this throughout the video as we go through the phrases, but some of the best ways that I've found to be more confident with my dirty talk is first to practice that dirty talk by myself at home with no one around, maybe in front of a mirror. Practice saying it to the point where it doesn't sound silly anymore. Because the first time you say some of these phrases, you're a bit like, oh, that sounds weird. I don't know about it. But if you repeat it over and over, it becomes normal, and then you can deliver it with confidence. Also, if possible, deliver your dirty talk with eye contact with your partner. Eye contact can make things way more intense. And when you're delivering it, as a man, I tend to drop my voice a little bit. I tend to say things a little bit slower, and I say things with more passion and more intensity, which tends to make it more sexy. Or another thing that you can do is whisper these phrases into your partner's ear, which can be really sexy as well. So what exactly are the phrases? Well, the first phrase is and simply just making noises. So many people have sex with their partners and they don't make enough noise. Women absolutely love to hear their man in pleasure, and anytime I've made lots of noises with my partner, they've really loved it. And if I've been really loud, often I'll get compliments on how loud I was and how much they liked it. Whether that be you going down on your partner and just making noises to let them know that you're having a great time while you're giving them pleasure, or while you're having sex or they're giving you a blowjob, making noises to let them know that things feel really good, and throw in some body movements as well by arching your back and let your partner know that you're just in so much pleasure. The second phrase is the uncontrollable fuck. Women absolutely love this one. And when it seems like it comes out of things just feeling so good that it's uncontrollable and you just can't help but say fuck, then that's going to get so many women turned on and feel like they're doing an incredible job. You can even add on to the end of this, fuck, you feel so good, or that feels so amazing, or just, oh my God. The third phrase is I'm so into you. You want to make sure that you deliver this to someone that you have a strong connection with and a strong relationship with, because if you're having casual sex with someone and you're saying to them, oh, I'm so into you, and they're not as into you, then it can be a little bit awkward. But if you're doing this with a regular partner and it's delivered with passion and confidence, it can be a really sexy thing to say. You don't have to wait until sex for this one. You can be making out with your partner, or you can even say it on the dinner date. You can just be like, oh my God, I'm so into you. And then you can even add the fourth phrase onto this one, which is I want you so badly. So you could say, I'm so into you. I want you so badly and I can't wait to have you later. Or if you're in the moment and things are starting to heat up and you haven't had sex yet, you can be kissing your partner or caressing their body, and you can let them know, I want you so badly. I desire you so much. And with all of this dirty talk and these compliments, you're not expecting her to say anything back. You're saying it with confidence as you're doing other things to her, and you deliver the line and then you continue doing what you're doing. Sometimes women will get a little bit nervous or uncomfortable when they receive compliments because they don't know what to say. So that's why I find it really useful to deliver these lines and not expect anything in return. Phrase number 5 is a fun one, and that's yes, you're so wet. Women seem to absolutely love hearing this one. Their wetness is a sign of how aroused they are. So in a way, you're saying to them, you are so aroused and I find that so sexy. And so by being a little bit shocked, but saying it in a confident way, oh my God, you're so wet. That's so hot. It can be a huge turn on. And phrase number 6 is, I can't wait to taste you. So this could be delivered after you're so wet, I can't wait to taste you. Or you could just be making out with your partner and letting them know you can't wait to go down on them. You can't wait to give them pleasure. And this indicates that you just crave them so much. And many women get quite nervous receiving oral sex because they're worried that the guy won't like being down there because maybe she smells or doesn't taste very good. And so by saying to her, I can't wait to taste you, not only are you delivering a really sexy line, but you're helping to ease some of those anxieties as well. And phrase number 7, when you are down there, is you taste so fucking good. You can even add a little bit of shock factor to this and combine it with the moans and the body movements to let her know that you're in a lot of pleasure. Something like, oh my God, you taste so fucking good. And then you dive back down there for more. This is really going to help relieve any anxieties she may have had about whether she smells good or tastes good, because you're affirming to her how good she tastes. And then you're following it up by tasting her more to let her know that yes, you mean this and you love it. Phrase number 8 is you're so hot. Or what I like to say is you're so fucking hot. You need to pick your moments for this one. And I find that this is really good to say when you change positions and you've got a new visual of your partner, or she's doing something that she absolutely loves and she's in her element. So if she's on me writing cowgirl and she's absolutely loving it, then I can say to her, you're so hot. Not only am I saying I'm really physically attracted to you, but I'm saying you in your sexual element, just letting yourself go, that's really hot. I support that. I don't judge that. And I love that. Keep doing it. You can also say this when they're giving you a blowjob or they're giving you pleasure, and it can just make the whole experience more heightened for both of you. Number 9 is one that I found can take some women's breath away and they really love. And that's saying, I love how deep inside you I am, or I love being really deep inside you. Generally, I'll say this when we are in a position where I've gone as deep inside her as I can possibly go. And I find that this line creates a lot of intimacy between the two of us because we are as connected as we can possibly be. I'm as deep inside her as I can possibly be. And in a way, this is me saying to her, I love being extremely connected with you. But chances are she loves you being deep inside her as well. And so she's going to love to hear this one. Number 10 is you feel so good. And similar to when we said you taste so good, you can add a little bit of shock to this and say, oh my God, you feel so good. Generally, you'll say this as you're having sex and you're inside her. And it's a good way to affirm to her that you really like what's happening and the sex feels really good for you. And it's something women love to hear. And it's something women love to say back as well. When you say, oh my God, you feel so good, chances are she's going to say something similar back. Or you can get more detailed with this and say something like, your pussy feels so amazing wrapped around my cock. Or I love how wet your pussy feels as I slide in and out of you. Get descriptive here with your phrasing and specifically state what feels good. And again, tonality plays a major role here. Listen to the difference in these two sentences. Your pussy feels really good wrapped around my cock versus, oh my God, your pussy feels so good wrapped around my cock. We're saying the same thing, but the more intense and passionate version is really sexy, dirty talk, while the other one feels a bit passive and isn't as sexy. Phrase number 12 is one of my favorites, and that's, I can't wait to be inside you. This is a great thing to say when you are doing foreplay and making out and things are starting to get heated. And it's also a really great thing to say when you're going down on your partner, or if you're teasing your partner as well and not going straight to intercourse. By saying to her, I can't wait to be inside you, this starts to get her thinking about receiving you inside her. And then you can continue teasing her and she's going to be thinking about how badly she wants you in her. Phrase number 13 is your XYZ is turning me on so much. Obviously, don't say XYZ, replace that with a thing that's turning you on so much. It could be, your ass is turning me on so much, or your breasts are turning me on so much, or kissing you is turning me on so much, or even you on top of me is turning me on so much. Be specific about what exactly it is that's turning you on. Phrase number 14 is one that I've used a lot, and it's I love your body. And many of my partners have commented on the fact that every time they got naked, they felt like I was seeing them for the first time, and that was my reaction to seeing them naked. So not only do I say I love your body, but with my reactions every time I'd see them naked, I'd be like, oh my God, I love your body so much. And this is something that you can say outside of sex, but it's also something that's really great to say during sex when you're in a position where you can see your partner's body really well. Many women are going to be slightly self-conscious about their body, so by affirming how much you love their body is really going to help them. Phrase number 15 is for those passionate moments, generally with someone that you're in some sort of relationship with, and that's I feel so connected to you right now. Sometimes you're having what I call bang bang sex, and this could be a quickie or that really rough and sort of passionate sex. And then other times you're having that really sensual sex where you're getting deeply emotionally connected with each other. And so many women love feeling really connected to their partner when they're having sex. So by communicating how connected you feel to your partner, that can amplify the connection, and it can let them know that you're having just as intense a connected experience as they are. Phrase number 16 is as you're getting towards the end of sex, and that is, I can't wait to come inside you, or I can't wait to come on you, or I can't wait for you to make me come. So many women get off on the idea of making a man orgasm, and many women love it when he comes inside her. Whether or not you use condoms is up to you, and by letting her know that you're excited for this, you get her to start thinking about this and start craving it as well. Phrase number 17 is, can you feel how deep I am? So when you're having sex with your partner and you go deep inside them and you know that they can feel it and it's intense for them as well, you ask them this question, and this then brings their focus to that area and how deep you are, and they'll likely respond with something like, yes, I can feel it, or I love how deep inside me you are. Phrase number 18 is a great one when you're teasing her, and that's, do you want me? Or how badly do you want me? If you've got her fully turned on, you've been making out, you've done some foreplay, and you can tell that she's nearly ready for sex, you can begin to tease her and not actually go inside her and ask her how badly she wants you and get her to beg for you. You can continue to do this and tease her, and she'll start to move her hips towards you, trying to get you inside her. And then when you finally do go in, it's going to feel so good for her. Phrase number 19 is get on your knees. You want to do this with a partner that you know loves giving blowjobs. And this is a really dominant and commanding thing to say. So you can be making out and kissing, and she's starting to get really turned on. And then you command her to get down on her knees. And then even when she's down there, you can start to tell her what to do, to unbutton your pants or even to look up at you. But this commanding phrasing can be really sexy for some women. And phrase number 20 is come for me. Now you need to be careful with this phrase, because if you say it too early, then she's going to feel pressure that she needs to come. The ideal time to say this phrase is when you know that she's about to orgasm anyway. So if she's up in that 95 to 99% range towards orgasm, and you know that she's about to tip over anyway into orgasm, then say, come for me. And this can push her over into orgasm. And then she just has this incredible mind-blowing orgasm. And if you want a printout of all these dirty phrases, as well as many more, make sure to get access to my Dirty Talk cheat sheet by going to passionately.com/dirty talk or clicking the link right here. You can also go ahead and watch this video on how to dirty talk like a pro. Now go ahead and give your partner some of the best dirty talk of her life and blow her mind.